If you watch my training video on co-authoring using SharePoint, this video is pretty much the same in that it's co-authoring, except instead of using SharePoint, we're going to be using the OneDrive. And what's the difference between the two? Using SharePoint, you have to pay to get it set up, where the OneDrive is free in that Microsoft allows you so many megabytes of online storage to be able to share your documents to anyone who has access to the internet and who you give permissions to be able to work on those documents simultaneously or to co-author. So you can work on this document at the same time with another user or many users, as we learned in the co-author SharePoint training video. Except here, again, we're going to be using Microsoft's OneDrive. Now to use the OneDrive, we have to sign up for it. And why is it called the OneDrive? Actually, it used to be called the SkyDrive, but hey, the OneDrive sounds better because it's OneDrive where you can store all your documents anywhere there's internet connection. So for this example, I've got my document here that I want to upload to the OneDrive and be able to give access to other users to be able to work on this document simultaneously. Now before I can do that, I need to be able to sign up for it, and actually I can hit two birds with one stone. If I want to be able to save this to the OneDrive and to sign up, just come up here and click on the File tab, go down to Save As, and there it is, select OneDrive. And you can see it says use OneDrive to access your files from anywhere and share with anyone, from your mobile devices, your desktop, into this cloud here, which is actually a Microsoft server that it sits on, but hey, as far as you're concerned, it's out there in the cloud that you can have access to day or night. Now you can learn more or sign up. Now when you sign up, it takes you to a web page that tries to push more products and say, hey, there's other products that you can purchase. Or if you just want to keep it simple with what you have here with your Word 2013 program that you purchased, either on a subscription basis, which is what Microsoft wants you to do here, or maybe you did it like me where you did a one-time purchase. In any case, if you want to learn more about that, go ahead and sign up. I know it sounds a bit redundant, but let me show you. Click on Sign Up. And there you go. Hey, you can collaborate with Office Online, and you can look at any one of these different options here, but that doesn't help me as far as what I'm going to try to show you. Let me close out. Being able to access the OneDrive. So if I click on the Learn More link, there you go. One place for everything, the OneDrive. So what we can do is we can go ahead and sign up, and if we signed up, then we can sign in. So let's go ahead and click on Sign Up. And then what type of account do you want? Something personal or business? Now business, you can start a free trial, but at some point you're going to have to pay a fee. If it's personal, you can sign up for free with so many options or megabytes for space, and then you can pay for more. Let's go ahead and sign up for free. And really nothing's for free, because in order to sign up you got to give some information here. Basically your first and last name and then an email address. Now you can use your favorite email address or use one here and sign up for it, that when you click here it says you can create a Microsoft account to get a new email inbox and sign in to all your Microsoft services. So put your name in, also your email address, create a password. Well, there you go. They want your birth date, which could be for security reasons, but in any case, I get a little bit cautious about who I give my information to, so you may want to come down here and read their service agreement, privacy and cookie statement, and so on to make sure it's something you agree with. And if you do, go ahead and, well, this is an option, send me promotional offers from Microsoft. If you don't want that, then go ahead and uncheck it, click on Create Account, and then once you've done that, then you can go ahead and with your, well, up here, the basics, with your email and your password, be able to sign in to the OneDrive. So I'm going to go ahead and close out, and let's pretend that I've actually signed up. And now I have my login username and password. So you can see I'm in the Save As area. And if I click on Sign In, it'll ask me for my email address, which is kkvtpro@live.com. Hit the Enter key on the keyboard, and then go down to the password, and then click on Sign In. Now you'll know that you'll be signed in is because up here, on the title bar, you get these funny little arrows and lines basically representing the internet. So hey, you're connected all over the place, or in other words, to the OneDrive. So once you're connected there, you can come back to the OneDrive here, select it, and be able to click on Browse. and it goes to, you can see up here in the address bar, something that I'm not familiar with on my computer, the HTTPS, which is the Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure URL, which is going out to the OneDrive, and it says out there on Microsoft Server is the Documents folder. Double click to open it up. I already have a document saved to it, and then here's the name of my document. Let me click and drag this down. You can see the title of it in the title bar, Coauthor, which is the name down below. You can change it if you want, and then just go ahead and click Save, and it saves it right to the OneDrive. Now you can do it that way, or let me click Cancel. You can just go right to, as you just saw, where you went to learn more, to the OneDrive.live.com website, or you can still go to the SkyDrive.live.com website, but it'll do a redirect to the OneDrive.live.com website here because no longer are they using the SkyDrive, but they call it now the OneDrive. In any case, you can go ahead and click on the link. And then after you signed up, you can go ahead and sign in. So before I sign in, let me come back to the document here and let me sign out. And to be able to sign out, you can see up here I'm connected to it. You can come up here and click on the dude or click on your name. In fact, if you click back and you're no longer in the backstage view, you can see it's still there, and you can see you got the funky arrows and all this stuff up here in the title bar area. Just go ahead and click on the drop down arrow and go to account settings. We go to the backstage again, which it takes us all the way down to the account, and right here you can click on sign out. Now if you sign out, it's going to say removing this account will remove all customizations, and documents and notebooks may no longer sync to the server. In other words, any customizations you did in Word that you want to be tied to the server is going to be disconnected, and you won't be able to have these fun customizations that if you took all this time setting it up, which I haven't because I didn't purchase a subscription for Word on a monthly basis, so I don't have to keep signing in. It was a one-time payment. So I'm fine with this. Do you want to remove this account? Yes. And we can go ahead and click back, and you can see I don't get these funny lines because I'm no longer connected or signed in to the SkyDrive in this case, or to Microsoft subscription service. So having said that, let's go ahead and close out and then come back to there it is, the URL. You can just type it in, onedrive.live.com. It'll take you right to it. Go ahead and click on sign in. And you're going to type in again the same username and password that we used when we signed in from the Microsoft Word program. And then hit enter on the keyboard, and then type in the password. And then this time I'll keep me signed in and click on sign in. And that's what the OneDrive looks like when you're not using it from Microsoft Word, where you can go ahead and save it to your documents folder in Word, or you can just come here and log in to the OneDrive itself, and then to be able to upload the document here. If you want to upload it to the documents folder, then go ahead and select it and come up here and click on the upload, and then go ahead and scroll down and find your document. Coauthor OneDrive, select it, click open, and it's done. It uploaded it. Yay! Let me go ahead and click off and give it a second for it to refresh, and there it is, Coauthor OneDrive. And if you click refresh or give it a second, it'll finally put the text in. Gives you a nice little layout view of it, although I can't see the text, and that's fine. If you need to make any changes to it, notice that when you hover over it, you get the little box. You can check it. Once you check it, you get more options up above where you can actually manage the document, from renaming it to deleting it to moving it or copying it, even doing versions here that we learned in an earlier training video. You can also share it, or actually if you right click on it, you get pretty much the same options here. You can share it, also rename it, delete it, move it, version history. So for me, it's a lot easier when in doubt. If you want to be able to do something to the document, if you right click, I can pretty much get everything I need in the shortcut menu here. Then coming up here from the menus and clicking and trying to figure out under what menu when it comes to deleting it that I go to. And manage makes sense, but hey, it may take me a while to learn it. In any case, just right clicking is simple enough for me. Now, if I want to be able to share this with like Carrie Heffernan, so we can both co-author this and work on it at the same time, which is the purpose of the training video. So we went through a lot of steps already. We signed up for it, then we uploaded it to the OneDrive, and now we want to share it. Go ahead and select share. Type in the email address of the person that you want to send it to, and it's going to be Kay Heffernan at videotrainingpro.com. You can add a quick note like, hey, this is work for us to do, and then a happy face because we're happy. Now down below you get the option where recipients can edit. Well, when you click on it, you actually get two options. You can actually select where they can edit it or view it only. I'm going to allow Carrie to edit it because that's part of co-authoring, is not just to view it, but it's nice to know where I can just give them the read only so they can't make any changes to it. And then down below, do you want the recipients to be able to sign in with the Microsoft account, or do you not require them to have a Microsoft account? Because that way, if they do have a Microsoft account, it's a little bit more secure than just sending it out and somebody intercepts it and goes, hey, I can go ahead and do whatever I want and I don't have to have a Microsoft account. I'm going to say they don't need one. And then when I click on share, it'll go ahead and it'll shoot this invitation out to Carrie Heffernan. It'll be a simple email that in it, it'll be a link that she can click on, and it'll take her right to the document and she can start making changes to it. So let me go ahead and click on share. And that's it. You can see over here with the document, when it comes to sharing, is to Carrie Heffernan. And right now she can edit, but I can click on the drop down arrow and change it to view only or stop sharing. So if I close out and I come back here and I right click on it and I go down to share again, I can bring up the same window where I can go ahead and select Carrie and then again choose whether or not from the drop down menu to view or stop sharing. Let me go ahead and close out. And then let's go ahead and have Carrie open it up and start working in the document so we can see what it looks like when somebody else is working on the document at the same time that we are, and what we can expect as far as changes being made, how we can pull those changes in at the same time somebody else is working on it, if there's a conflict, and what to look out for. Now Carrie says she's got the email and she's looking at the document right now. So for us to start working on it, go ahead and click on it, and we'll click on it again.